For more than 20 years now, I've been focused on using my engineering skills to come up with solutions to help tackle global healthcare problems. That's what my 2012 Rolex Award was about. The nanopatch I came up with as a way of replacing the status quo for vaccines, and that is the needle and syringe as the delivery method. This thing that was invented back in 1853 was still the primary delivery approach. So what I came up with was not only replacing the needle, but making the vaccine work better by designing the device from the ground up to place vaccines to immune cells just below the surface of the skin. But at the same time, also have the vaccine in dry form so it doesn't need refrigeration. There are about 14 million deaths per year due to infectious disease, the bulk of those in the developing world. And the primary reason is because they don't have access to vaccines. So the Rolex Award allowed me to get the nanopatch working for the developing world. And that's come to fruition. Needle-free, improved vaccines that don't need refrigeration. That journey would not have happened without that catalytic effect. If I hadn't had that experience, I'm quite convinced, for instance, that I wouldn't have set up the next thing. We're Optimo. Where Optimo is taking everything that we've learned to rapidly produce functional wearable devices for precision medicine. At its core, the idea of precision medicine is the right medicine to the right person at the right place at the right time. If we can measure the individual journey and their treatment can be adjusted, that's a big change. And it's one of the reasons why we've come up with the micro-wearables. It's a sticker-like device, but it's continuously monitoring for a key biomarker that's released into your body. A good example is 20 million people die per year from cardiovascular disease, and the lion's share of those are heart attacks. It's considered the biggest killer on the planet. And our micro-wearable has the ability to detect that a heart attack is underway before you even know you're having symptoms. So that's one key example. And a critical one at this moment in time, of course, is COVID-19. We have an embodiment of the micro-wearable that can pick up a spike in a particular biomarker, which will be an indicator that you're going to be needing ICU and serious treatment within 3 days. Continuous monitoring of hydration is another example. There's many others as well. I'm really passionate about work in this interdisciplinary space to come up with things that you can take forward and make a difference. When people think about science, they probably often think about people in a lab coat working away in isolation, perhaps a bit of a robot. The best scientists I know are nothing like that. We're not digital people, we're analog. So you can't do this alone. Good ideas can come from anywhere. You walk into a room and there's a spark and something special has happened. I love that. That human piece is the mechanism to keep things going.